just in case we had a failure, we're going to pretend like we did. Then what would we do? Because this would be step 10A. If we had a failure, then we would go to a subroutine where it would say troubleshoot your circuit. So if we go back to our drawing, we can see that in a summary for everything that we did from step 4 on, is we soldered a wire between the hot output to the middle terminal of the volume control. That was step 4. And so we checked to make sure that that's what we did. Here's the hot output, and you can see it goes underneath this wire, and it's going to the center terminal of the volume control. And then this 5th step was to go from the left terminal of the volume control to the right terminal of the tone control, and then from there to the center terminal of the three-way switch. So there's the left terminal, and then we're going to the right terminal because this is turned around, and then to the center terminal of the three-way switch. So that's correct. So we put the power now through the potentiometers, both the volume control and tone control, and then to the center terminal to provide a hot wire to the switch. And then these two terminals go out to the pickups, as we saw before, and they come back and tie to this wire. And we see that we've got the power here, and then we can see for the rear pickup, the neck, and the bear coming back to the green wire, which is tied also to the switch. Same thing with this one. This is the front or the bridge pickup, and we have the ground coming back again to the housing. And so that would come back here, and then this housing is tied to this housing on the volume control. And we also see that this terminal here was grounded through this wire. And we also see that this wire is also tied in, which will go to the bridge. So we've taken care of that. And we go on over, so this housing, this tab washer is tied to this housing. And then we've got a wire that goes over to this housing. And we see that the center terminal of the tone control is tied to the tab, and that's what this is right here, from the center through the capacitor to the tab. And then there's just one more place we have to go. We have to go to the through the fuse back to the ground of the output jack, and that's what this is right here. So you can see that this circuit was done right, but if it didn't follow this circuit, then we would need to make some kind of change to it, and that would be the corrective action that we would take. Once we had that done, whatever change was necessary, then we would go back to step 10 and retest the circuit with the amplifier to make sure that it worked, and then we would be ready for our output step, or last step, which is to package and ship the circuit.